My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Slice and Dice. We're going to be going into loot mode again, and this is loot mode now that we are in version 2.0.0, the release client rather than the beta. And as a result, there is a different little bit of a rule set here, including +1 to the amount of item slots that you have, making a maximum of 3. You can make some pretty ridiculous item combinations when you're able to put just one more in amidst the mix. The amount of times that I have just been one slot short of being able to get some combination off the ground that I thought was truly going to be the cat's pajamas, it's ridiculous. This mode is difficult, and we did not manage to beat it on easy, although +1 item slot, I still think we should go with easy and get our grounding from there, knowing how badly it was capable of beating us last time. Potential during the 5th turn, +3 to all allied sides. All heroes give you +4 mana on defeat. Poison immunity, all heroes are immune to poison. And hamstring. Hamstring's pretty self-explanatory here. All monsters weak in the 2 right sides, -1 to each. I kind of want poison immunity? We've got the Lost, we've got the Brigand, Squire, Acolyte, and Initiate. Initiate's got a lot of potential, because our characters can't level up, right? They can just get better equipment. Initiate's got a lot of potential with that cantrip mana space. Acolyte, a little less so. Squire, reasonable. Brigand, reasonable again. Lost, you're gonna need a little bit of help, because we're gonna have to get a lot more max HP on you before you stop just instantly dying to people. Yeah, I think in order to be able to more easily manage incoming damage, I'm gonna be immune to poison. Alright. Best side you can hit, best side you can hit. Everyone else push. We'll take it. So, actually I should kill the wolf on the bottom side who's threatening to kill the Initiate at the moment. And otherwise just set up on the 2nd. Beauty. I want a super cool combination of low tier items, if you would game. Items that otherwise would be overlooked, but when you can put all 3 of them together, happen to be the top half, middle half, and bottom half. That's right, the 3 halves of Exodia. Something analogous to that. I don't know any more easily referenceable combination of 3 things that are garbage, but well, multiple small things that are garbage by themselves. I guess basically like all of Yugi's deck is like that. Pretty much all of it garbage by itself, but put it together in the right situation. Someone told me the other day that the Millennium Puzzle, the power of the Millennium Puzzle was actually just to top deck whatever you needed at the right time. So basically Yugi was cheating the entire series. Heart of the cards, my butt. Alright. We've got Scar for +4 empty max HP. I mean, I can totally put that on the Acolyte. No reason really to... I guess I can put it on the Lost so I can start trying to heal it out into a safer position if people happen to attack it. Yeah, that's actually pretty good there. 3 damage immediately takes out one of the rats. The Squire can defend themselves for 2. Yeah, the Squire's already surviving this turn, so I just want to basically deal any damage capable. And that will be a burst. Single strike. Any amount of 2 damage next turn, and I can stop. That'll do it. Wolf Ears or Anchor. Turn 1, self-shield of 2. Shelf-sealed of 2. Wolf Ears for setting maximum HP to 6 right now is huge on the Lost. I'm gonna do it. So we do that first, and then give you the empty max HP after. Honestly, you probably don't need the empty max HP at that point. Well, let's give it to the Initiate now. That'll against 4 archers and a rat here. Honestly, Acolyte, 2 max HP might be a really good roll for you right now. Initiate, I do want to push you further, but you are on your growth side. No, I'll push you. Okay, you're on your growth side again. I'm taking it now. Well done, Squire. Just enough to defend yourself. Although we did have a little extra hanging defense on the Acolyte there if we needed it. Pseudo defense. Give them more max HP and they can take damage against that. They'll still stay alive. They're not really well defended though. I can't claim that. Okay. Just short of being able to kill him. Still just short of being able to kill him. That'll do it. One more burst. All right, long bow, and flickering blade. There's L's all over the place, but not in that position. Longbow and flickering blade. We could get the Lost to have some range attacks, but the flickering blade is also just 1 damage copycat. So far, copycats. I mean, copycat can be triggered with cantrip here, which is nice. Get the Lost to actually be attacking on that side. Can also be triggered with growth later on, with cleave even, from the Acolyte's heal there. Yeah, let's take the flickering blade. I think that's cool. Of course, we should probably equip it as well. Against the Alpha and the Wolf. Acolyte, do I want 1 mana from you, or do I want 2 max HP in this long fight? 2 max HP in this long fight, please, thank and you. Lost, you definitely take the 2 damage there. Probably not gonna be able to deal extra damage with that this turn. It's unlikely I get to deal, what, 13, so 7 damage to the Alpha in order to set up for the Lost then doing a Cruel Strike. 3 damage to the Wolf so that the Lost can do a Cruel Strike against them? A little bit more likely. Just a wee bit more likely. Okay, Brigand, defend yourself as well as attack someone else. Squire, that's enough defense. So if the Acolyte gives the health to the Squire and then the Squire defends themselves, they'll get the focus bonus for that, getting double defense. 1 and 2 and murder. Just the Alpha left on the field now. Yeah, we need to have higher potential turns here, please. Squire, you can take that away from the Initiate, and thank you for having done so. Guess this will be good enough. We've got some poison and some heavy damage on the boss here. Throw out a burst. We'll leave it for later. Ooh, baby. That might already just be it, right? It's not. But we're getting real close. 1, 2, and then burst, and then 4, and then... No, it totally was. Friendship Bracelet or Golden Thread. Ooh, Golden Thread. Yellow heroes only, +1 to all non-damage sides. Also, Friendship Bracelet for +2 empty max HP, and monsters flee if you have 5 times as much HP of them instead of 10. I guess it relies on the idea that I'm overwriting the yellow character at some point, the yellow hero here. Just overriding a bunch of their spaces with other effects. I mean loot mode, where is that more likely to happen? Yeah, let's try this. Obviously it does nothing right now, but the potential is huge. That's just a +1 to Crescent Shield. Well, is it? Yeah, Crescent Shield's not a damage side. It's a shield side that just also happens to repel. All right, let's get some poison out there. 1 damage, 1 self-damage, good enough for me. I'd also like to just bank a huge amount of mana, if at all possible this turn. Shouldn't have rolled the Acolyte there again. The idea here being that I don't want the Ogre to go below their provocation there. Otherwise, they'll deal 1 more damage to the entire party. So I'm fine with them losing that to poison at the start of the next round. Just to hold it off a little bit. Ooh, Lost. If you could actually get your bigger Cruel Strike here. Poison doesn't really count. It doesn't deal damage at the right time. Smaller Cruel Strike also doesn't really count, but as it turns out, we have enough damage anyway. Bye-bye. Okay, yeah. Just everyone play off class, basically. Scalpel, red heroes only, +1 to all damage sides. I don't know if we give that to the Acolyte, though. I think it might need 2 tier 2 items. Ugh, I got a potion. We also got Wondify at single use and +1 to the 2 right sides. Could that be, I mean, if nothing else, it gives the Initiate. Oh, Acolyte! Getting 2 mana early on with an Acolyte, and then being able to swap over to something more realistic and healing and responding to enemy turns. Yeah, I like it. Mm-hmm. 2 damage from the Squire. The enemies aren't dealing much damage this turn because they are all attempting to poison us, and we're immune to that. That'll do. That'll grow. That can grow too, I guess. Sick. Get mana, and then make this attack side grow. Use the focus to deal extra damage to that target. Set up a burst to finish them off. Could not have been easier. Again, pretty much all of those underwhelming need to be pushed. Hey, we finally got the copycat side to be the cantrip side here. I mean, honestly, it's already paid for itself, just dealing that little bit of extra damage that way. We can also get some self-shielding out of it, but we are killing the target who we would have needed to self-shield against at the same time. So it's extremely effective. Just in the way that it also isn't. Iron Pendant, +1 to incoming shields, or Glass Blade. Replace the left side with 5 damage. Glass Blade is lost upon death. Oh, we're starting to run into bandits. So having the ability to overkill targets next to a bandit is really important. I think I should take it. I can give it to the Brigand. It just overwrites the exert space. Then I'm going to want to keep the Brigand alive, like, very especially if possible. Give them some extra max HP. Okay, Acolyte and the Initiate. Both attempting to die right now. Between the Acolyte and the Squire, we can hard save one of those characters. A burst will save the Initiate at that rate. There's the 5 on the Brigand. Love to see it. Ooh. I think we're losing one of them this round. Now here's why. I can get 2 for each of them, or I can double stack on 1 and save them. No matter what happens, I'm losing 1 character. This way I just have a healthy character remaining. Well, healthier character remaining. Squire, that'll be enough defense, actually. As I intend to murder the slate, you defend yourself, and then 3 damage isn't that difficult to generate. Yeah, especially not when 1 character does it by themselves. Well done, Brigand. Hissing Ring. Replace the middle side with 2 damage poison. Or Mana Jelly. Add single use and cantrip to all mana/mana gain sides. We're taking that and putting it on the Acolyte, who's now going to be able to generate really high amounts of mana very quickly. Ooh. Although cantrip and single use means that a lot of the time I'm going to be erasing my own copycat strike. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Just worthy to be aware of it. Okay. With the Fanatic Strike here, the Acolyte is definitely threatening to die. The Squire's Focused Shield would be the best response here, but yeah, we're not going to get it. Let's try and keep other people alive then. Rest in rip, Acolyte. Really wish you had rolled some of your mana there. Could have been helpful. Oh, Brigand, please no. Gather, lost that. Oh boy. This battlefield's getting rough. Haven't got enough items off the ground really to be solving many of these problems right now, I don't feel. Keep the Brigand alive. Well, actually, if you do that, actually, no matter who you keep alive, you die, Squire, so I'll keep the Initiate alive myself as well. Oh, thank you, Belle. Much appreciated. I'm gonna take the time that you've offered me here to deal as much damage as possible, save some mana for the possibility of dealing with this imp. And that'll do it. Here I thought we were in for an early perish there. Natural. Blue heroes only replace the 2 right sides with +2 mana. We also have the cracked wheel. Cannot be re-rolled, but you also get +1 to re-roll. I don't know if I know any character right now who's just fine with their first side they land on consistently. Let's take natural. Yeah, the Initiate has a lot of spaces that are really garbage to land on. I think this is ideal. Up against a bunch of bones and 2 Luduses, who are both hitting for the maximum damage they can. Rude as hell. I'll take my 5 on the Brigand here. Wow. This is like maximum incoming damage. Literally, it's 1 less than maximum incoming damage because this Bones is not dealing its largest side. Oh man, this is gonna take some thinking to see how I can keep everyone alive. Restorers heal 1 to all allies. That's reasonably useful right now. 3 health across some relevant members of the party. Acolyte can save the lost if they hold on a vitality side. So the Lost and the Initiate are the 2 being directly targeted by Luduses, and they each individually die to those targets. Ugh. So with the Brigand dealing 5 damage to a target, most realistic is they almost kill a Ludus, and then we deal 4 damage in order to take out the Bones next to it, saving both the Brigand and the Lost. We need to do that in dense actions, otherwise there's no way we can have enough spaces left over to do anything to anyone else. Squire. Oh, yeah, self-shield, possibility of only having 1 target die that way. It's actually fine for the Acolyte here to have rolled a, or rather both of the mana jelly spaces, and now have blanks, because now I have the ability to use, well, actually, it's not super important here, it's Gather. I use it to get 2 mana back, and it cost me 2 mana to do in the first place. Woohoo! Savings! There goes that Bones and Ludus. Yeah, I think we just lose the Squire here. Seems the best way to handle it. 2 bursts would keep the Acolyte alive, but I can get a little... No. Having 1 HP across 2 different characters doesn't matter as much as 2 HP on 1 character there, I think. Just because of how the enemies are attacking. Yeah, I'm not going to get much more mana out of the Acolyte. I should probably settle for the double heal there. So, 5 there. And take out that target, and then we only lose the Initiate. Yep. Oh, God. I hope we get some higher tier items soon. This is getting untenable. You can self-shield while attacking at the same time with this, at least. Full team stays alive. Yeah, I guess that'll do it too. I don't need to self-shield with the Lost's attack at this point. I can use it to cleave. Knowing the Brigand is staying alive with their own self-shield already, that'll do it. Alright, Shuriken and Duck. Duck, add Echo to the two right sides. Copy the value of the previously used dice this turn. I mean, being able to copy the value of 5 from the Brigand is pretty good. No one else has a particularly large side like that, but it could work out. There's also Shuriken, add ranged and chain to the two right sides. They can target the back line, and also chain. It will trigger 2 times if it shares a keyword with a previously triggered effect this turn. I could do that to try and get all these single-use cantrips. Honestly, not incredible. Especially compared to Duck. Also offered a challenge here for extra monsters of an Imp and a Sniper. We could get Life Bolt. After a spell is cast, self-heal by 1. We're up against a bunch of Graves and an Imp. I'm worried because we're not particularly good at dealing with these kinds of targets, so I don't think I can take another challenge here. Okay, Echo to the two right sides. So that's so far just to increase the mana gain I would get after using a 5 damage strike run by the Brigand. I mean, I guess it's okay. It'll have to be okay enough. 2 in the Lost. It's not ranged, but it'll be okay. Man, even the Imp is attempting to summon this round. I can deal 1 damage to the Imp without it dealing a damage back if I use the Brigand there. Ooh, although the Brigand still has the possibility of rolling the Glass Blade. Well, we got some mana at least. Let me get rid of the Imp first. And just start working on a grave after the fact. I guess that's mostly just because the Brigand had the ability to self-defend against the effect of the Imp that round. Bones. I mean, Lost with a poison strike against one of these graves is pretty good. Taking out the bones is even better. Squire, you want to help us with defense this round? So we can double the effect against a target. Honestly, that's not really going to help me out with anyone here. It's only the target of a previously used dice this round. So it either overkills whoever's targeted by the Exert side here on the Brigand, or sets up a kill on a Bones next round if I use this Lost attack against the Bones. Don't want to do that. We're looking for something more like that, I think. Maybe I ought to have just waited to get more bones onto the field, defend myself the entire time, individually take them out until the graves were gone. More and more that's seeming kind of ideal here. Squire, you can probably afford to redirect someone onto yourself right now. Ooh, nice! We do actually manage to set up the Gosh combo here. of setting up a cleave on the last. That should be a good target. And Squire, you defend the Initiate. Actually, hang on, that doesn't seem like it was a good target after all. And Squire, you defend the Initiate. So we lose the Brigand this round? Can I prevent multiple deaths? So we do have the spread attack here. Given how short I am on mana, I really can't. This is the most effective way to take out the most targets. I guess I can choose to lose the Squire instead. And I should do as well, because if I lose the Brigand, I actually lose the Glass Blade. So there's the burst on the top target. So here I will lose the Initiate and the Squire. Oh boy. We're far deeper into the, you know, choose who dies part of the game than I thought we were going to be this early. I'm so glad that I chose easy, my gosh. Acolyte, you're gonna have to take that as a realistic play here. I don't like it. I don't like it anywhere near as much as you think I could. We're just gonna have to sacrifice you. It's a turn where there's no correct moves. If I don't, like, deal maximum damage consistently from here on out, I think I'm already dead. I also think I might already be dead regardless. Certainly smacks of already dead. Way too much being thrown at us by those enemies there. Alright. Hopefully we get something that's actually, like, more impactful. There was one fight there where our poison immunity actually mattered. So it felt like the blessing, you know, the whole thing that kind of influences whether the game is easy mode or normal or hard or unfair, etc. The blessings and curses. We didn't really get any effect from our blessing. Every third dice you use each turn gains self-shield. That's pretty huge. +2 to all heroes max HP. +2 rerolls. Just +2 rerolls across the board. Yes, obviously. Oh my god. So much better than just no poison. We have a cultist. Ah, love that. Let's get 2 damage on the thief. Cultist and mystic can stay put. Cultist, if you could just get more damage, please. Even more than that, though. Thank you. Then we heal you, and then we defend you. Oh, baby. Extreme value. Oh, that, and then that, and then cut. Single wolf remains. And not for very long at all. Squire, can you get something to defend? No, actually that's good enough. Just gonna try and get the mana out of the cultists without losing them there. Leather vest and a healing wand. Leather vest for +1 max HP. I'm gonna take that and put them in cultist. Just give them a little bit more leeway with the amount of HP they have to play with for their own pain sides there. 2 damage and 1 takes out a rat. I don't want to overlook that right now, especially because that just prevents lethal on the cultist. Love that defense there. Mystic, you have more spaces you can roll. I think you really ought to push. Cultist, that's good enough. Wow, Mystic, huge letdown. Hits the heal 1 and then fails to hit anything useful from that point onwards. Well, thankfully we already know that we are safe here. And if I do a burst and a cut, you can even take out the extra rat there. That'll do it, Brigand and Squire. Cowardly Goblin runs in the end. A cloak for replacing the middle side with dodge. Sorry, it is the middle side. It's not the middle left. Okay. The middle side with dodge all enemy effects and attacks. That could go okay on the cultist, to be honest. Could kind of go okay on the Brigand occasionally, even. I'm gonna take a random tier 1, though. Replace the middle side with heal 5. Very comfy with that, considering the cultists' the cultist's penchant for self-damaging. I'll take the largest damage we can get done with the Brigand there. Even some damage for the back line. Thank you, Thief. That'll help us take out one of those archers. Actually, 2 of those archers in total, because the cut is going to allow us to take care of 1. So, 2 damage there, and then cut, and then burst. Actually, all of them down in round 1. Another flickering blade. I've seen what you do before. Relic. +1 to all sides if you're on exactly 1 HP. I like that. It seems like it'd be more commonly triggered by the cultists just because they can get down to that, and then they would be able to use it for a little bit more damage and a little bit more self-heal on the same turn. Also, I've never drafted Relic before, so again, it's another instance of, if I draft this, is it possible the game is just going to tell me I've unlocked another thing? I must. So we're up against Bramble, who is giving all of our heroes single use on all of our sides. Squire, you can save the Mystic from dying here by making yourself die instead. But that is your job. My gosh. Mystic! Absolutely refuses to roll anything of any value there. Thankfully, we do just have enough to save our Squire. I also think I'm going to throw out the cut here, because we might be a little wanting for damage now that the Brigand has lost their exert side, and the Thief has lost one of their damage sides as well. Just might make it a little difficult to get across the line unless I eke out as much damage as possible from, like, cooldown stuff, like cut. Oh, yikes. We've got a focus attack, but an inability to actually focus on the enemy. I'm gonna lose the Thief here, I'm pretty sure of it, right? Even with that and then burst. Yeah, not gonna be able to save that Thief. So let's damage the Thief in return for a little bit more damage on the Bramble. And that'll get it done. Fletching or Blessed Ring? Ooh. I do like the shield one rescue side. It would give an additional useful side to, I mean, you know, it upgrades the side from the Squire, but an additional useful side to some other characters. Add range to the left-hand side. Thief already has range on that side, but having another ranged attack would not be a bad thing. Especially as we start coming up to more enemies that will have on-hit effects that we'll be able to avoid a little bit of there. If that's good enough, everyone else push. And again. Cultist, that's good enough. And again. Oh, baby! We get the full heal for the cultist after getting full mana as well. And then the Brigand finally decides to show up with some damage. Absolutely loving it. Let's see if we can get rid of the crone on the bottom side very easily. Right. Interesting. Squire, I guess you should defend the Thief. Couldn't use cut there because I didn't want to target the crone on the top side, unfortunately. Again, the Thief is going to die as soon as I deal this next instance of damage, unless I am protecting them. And none of these count as protection. I don't want the Squire to lock that side, but I can't hit nothing effective this round. Oh my god, thank you. Finally, we got 2 defense here, so I can defend the thief and defend the brigand, so all worst case scenarios have been cancelled here. The absolute worst of the worst is I cannot kill the enemy lest I lose my own thief, and because I can't do that, I lose my brigand. Faint Halo, +1 max HP whenever you save a hero this fight, and Tower Shield. Replace the middle side with Shield 7 and Heavy. Faint Halo for Squire, getting a little bit more max HP. Seems pretty good to me. Especially on the character who gets the max HP and fills the max HP at the same time, as they also redirect a possibly lethal attack away from someone else. I really like the Mystic holding that side, but only if I get the damage. That is enough self-damage on the cultist to make it justified. The cultist exclusively for a while there, rolling big self-heals that wouldn't have done anything in that instance whatsoever. In fact, before I heal the cultist, music. Wait, cut does 3 damage to the ally? Dang. I was hoping to get a little bit more of an effect out of that heal. So we can keep the Mystic alive. We can even gaze for another reroll, though I don't think that's needed. 4 instances of damage. That'll do, that'll help. That'll do. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Droopy Hat or Urn? The fact that we have the ability to put 3 different items on the same character makes Urn a lot more appealing here. An item that itself is accomplishing nothing, but like enables combos that otherwise would not have been possible. Adds enduring to the middle side. Keywords remain when the side is changed, if possible. So I can have pain remain, I can have heal remain. Never mind, I'm taking Urn, and it's incredible. Boom, there we go. Heal 5 and mana gain, baby. Oh. Oh, I am so pleased with this Urn. I cannot wait for it to do even more. It's good enough. 3 damage is good enough when I'm trying to just overkill this snake here. In fact, I already have lethal. Well, does it count as lethal if 2 of the enemies, quote unquote, survive by running away? I have lethal on the snake. That counts, right? Syringe, if there are 2 or fewer heroes on the field, you get +5 to all sides on that character. I mean, reasonably good on the Mystic. Honestly, on the Mystic, it's the ability to just cast Burst continually. Because you defend yourself and heal yourself for 6 at the same time, and then cast 3 bursts at the enemy. I mean, it's neat. Flawed Diamond, add Pristine to the 2 left sides, but also 4 empty max HP. So it'll do... I mean, honestly, the Mystic can set up for Flawed Diamond very effectively with that middle side. Yes, it's a very optimal thing I'm planning around here, but it'll happen a couple times over the course of this, I have to imagine. Extra monsters of a goblin and a snake in the Slime Queen fight in order to get lead boots. +1 to all sides, but you cannot reroll. Yeah, we have 4 rerolls. Our ability to choose is very important to us right now, I think. Having the ability to deal 6 damage with the Brigand there are also pretty cool. Alright, Slime Queen. Hey, my HP! Brigand and Cultist, we get some pretty big hits right there. Thief, that's good enough. Squire, redirect to yourself and save the thief's life. Get yourself a max HP for having done so. Mystic, please. That's a good enough side. Now, Squire, you can save either of these targets. 3 and 2. Send out a single cart and gaze, perhaps? Slightly higher chance of being able to get the mana gain enduring side that I care so much about next round. Sure. Cultist is currently threatening to die if I let them go through with that action. Hmm, 4 mana might be enough to just let the cultist do that though. Mystic, please. Oh my god, Mystic, thank you. Okay, here's what I think we're looking at. Mystic, do big heal and mana gain on the cultist, who then gets big damage and mana gain. Yeah. I think if I triple burst the Slime Queen, we're still losing the Mystic. I defend the Mystic, and then the Squire is getting some max HP back. And then I'm... Ooh, no one has the ability to take a cut for the team right now. Alright, actually, I'm just gonna get a gaze off, so I don't have to deal with a possibly attacking Slimelet next turn. Management of our own side's resources is getting a little stringent here. Thank heck for the good side on the Mystic. I would like to have a couple more like this, that, you know, a couple cool early items like Urn and Big Heart just so happened to create the potential for having a really, really good side like this, but we don't really have that anywhere else right now. Game, could you please provide? It's sorely needed and it'd be very helpful. Now I can start throwing cuts out. Knowing that I have a character who will survive. Oh, hell yes. That's good enough. I'll do it. I don't know why I'm attempting to continue rolling at this point. I already know that we have enough mana to push through the rest of the Slimelets. Longsword or Splitting Arrows? So Splitting Arrows has 1 damage ranged and cleave. That's actually really important. We have very little range. We have very little cleave. Longsword for 3 damage on all sides is also really cool. It's the ability to remove Exert from all of the Brigand. That's pretty good. Taking the Longsword. Yeah. Yeah, especially now that we're finding bones more consistently, I'm going to need a way to deal, like, a large single instance of damage. We're just otherwise going to crumble before the weight of all of these summons. Oh, baby. Brigand, I'm gonna have you continue possibly rolling to get a... what's the word I'm looking for here? A pristine side here. The worst injustice now would be constantly rolling the self-damaging, oh, sorry, the self-shielding side. Oh no, the pristine! Oh, the pristine has actually been overridden. This would have been a pristine side. I've got it in the wrong position. Oops. I thought I even checked for that, but of course I hadn't checked for that. I had checked for the ranged being in the right position. dang. Let's throw a Squire to heal some people. Single cut to help us out with the top line sniper. And then cascade some damage downwards. The Idol of... which is +1 max HP per consonant in your name. Or blindfold. Remove all keywords from the middle row. On the cultist? Yeah! Sick! No pain, cultist. Just 4 mana, 3 mana, 2 mana, 1 mana if you want them. Oh. Oh! Oh no. Wait, hang on. No keywords and then I make him pristine? So now if I heal the cultist can generate ridiculous mana. Oh, I love it. We are currently exclusively living based on like 2 different sides on the board. Oh my god, we rolled them both at the same time! I'm so pleased. We really shouldn't be doing that commonly. It's, oh boy. All right, let's start out here. Mystic, big heal to cultist, who is now generating 8 mana after you generated 5. Well done. Although before that happens, Squire, also use your focus on the cultist, defend them against more. 13 mana we have here, and the ability only to take 3 into the next turn. I'm going to throw a single cut out. I've got a ranged attack on the Brigand here, so I should probably throw that against an imp at some point. 3 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage. There goes the Slimer. There goes that imp. There goes the next imp. It's just Slimelets left on the board. Oh, I love this. Yeah, but that's the thing, right? We can have last turn or we can have this turn. Thankfully, we have 4 rerolls, so we can be a little bit more picky and choosy and pushy about these kinds of things, but the later game is not going to give us much leeway for that. I can't just get comfortable is what I'm saying. Tankard, +1 to all sides for each stack of poison on you. Or the latter. Replace the middle side with the hero above's base side. I got some thinking to do, because, okay, this Tankard's never going to be particularly interesting here, but ladder could be. Because, like, Thief, you could get the 3 damage mana pain side, which admittedly is not that great on you, but what we also have is the Urn, which says add enduring to the middle side, so keywords will remain if the side is changed, if possible. So, like, this is already really good in having the big heart in this position, because it's giving us, like, a large number in the 5 pip side, whereas that's difficult to get elsewhere. Focus, a keyword that's not particularly huge. I'm almost debating going for the random tier 5 item now, because this is only the base side of the above hero. This might give me another combo item that's worth something. Ooh, Ornate Hill, add self-shield to all damage side. That's good enough to keep the Brigand alive. Add ranged to... Honestly, I should probably still just get ranged on the Brigand then give +1 max HP to the Thief. Ugh, I don't think I have a 4 damage instance for this zombie. Mystic, I would love if you got the full heal on the cultist right now, but like, am I gonna roll 4 times for the possibility you get a better side than this one? This is the second best side. Do we settle for second best? I kind of wish I had. Yeah. Yeah, given the opportunity to fix my blunder on that one, I think I will. Okay, so what I'm looking to do here is annoy the Banshee so that the Thief is about to die, so the Squire can take the death off of them, getting themselves +1 max HP. And then I'm going to murder the Banshee. Now that there's just a single zombie to deal with, we should be fine. Get him, cultist and mystic. Yeah, I mean, ultimately that should be enough. Big heal, big mana, big burst, single, all cut, get the kill. Twisted bar and water. Water, +1, -1, +1, -1 across the middle row. I mean, I guess it's +1 on one of the mystic sides here, and then I can overwrite the rest of it. Cultist? Oh, I don't know if that's that good. Twisted bar sets all sides to 2. I mean, if water is just +1 to one side of the mystic, Twisted bar is +1 to 3 of their sides. I kind of want to go for the random tier 6 again because none of these are particularly large in impact. Just +1 to the middle side with a wrench. Possible 4 damage focus strike from the Squire might be good enough there. Level 12, Anvil. This is going to ask me to lose my urn, isn't it? No, it's asking me if I want to break the blindfold. So lose the huge ability for the cultist to have this pristine effect. No, this is one of the cool combos I have going on. You're going to ask me to give that up? Absolutely not. Never. Of course not. No, banana bread. Lich, 3 bones. Lich is attempting to summon 2 more in this first round. Yeah, cultist, you'll take your second best side at this point. I think that's good enough. I'm so glad I continued pushing with the Mystic there. Maximum mana. Burst. And if I throw a cut against... Ooh. Unfortunately, the 2 people on the top who die, these 2 bones... Actually, if I don't do my 3 damage from the Brigand first, we can do it. Because I'm trying to save the Thief. Then I send the burst out, and then we lose all of those targets. And that one, so ultimately everyone's fine. I'm gonna use the gaze. I just want the optimal round next round. Again, Mystic hitting the correct side is honestly most of that. Oh, cultist, you too. Oh my god. Oh, it couldn't go better. Alright, Mystic. Big heal there, cultist. Big mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, I'm not going to be able to throw the focus side against anyone where it's going to matter. Because there will always be a target summoned who, if I have to set up a focus strike on them, I am going to have already killed them without the damage from the focus. Neat. Actually, hang on, is that always true if I get here to the very end, like this? That. Then that'd be burst there. Burst, burst. Self-damage. Focus! No, okay, we can get the 4 damage out of it if we do it exactly optimally. Unfortunately, everyone is weakened this round, so... Impact's gonna be lessened. I can get the Squire to redirect someone else's weakening away from them. So you needn't suffer that. That's a ranged attack? Hang on. Let's go... Burst, ranged attack, and then cut hits the back line. Now it's just the bones. If we had just a little bit more HP on the party there, we could have maybe made the bones run away at the end. Alas. Let's make him run away the old-fashioned way. Murder. Glowing Egg adds growth to the left-hand side. +1 to this fight after... Oh, +1 for this fight after use. It's also Thimble, immune to damage in your turn, so... Negates the need for range against targets that have spike. I'm gonna take the glowing egg. Unfortunately, it's like best on the Mystic, who already doesn't want to roll any sides that aren't the middle. Maybe I should give it to the Squire. I can make a pretty large defense eventually. Alternatively, I can get this relic off of the Cultist and give it to the Cultist. Pristine and growth on the same side, so the second time we roll it, it's increased by 2. Because there's a multiplier on it. Okay. Let's try that. Immediately the Gnolls plan to dissect my entire team. Uh-oh. He's getting pretty dire here with the Mystic. Oh, God. Oh, boy. All right, who are we losing this round, then? So I don't have to lose the Mystic. I also probably don't have to lose the Squire if I don't use Cut here. If I use Bursts, or actually even Cut against the Mystic, then the Squire can save themselves, still getting max HP for having done so. You can take a gaze into the next round, get a little bit more rerolling, because I really would like to be able to set up Overkill on one of these Gnolls. Unfortunately, they have armor 1, so the Overkill now has to be 3 over... Oh, actually, hang on, I can't do 3 Overkill. Again, not capable of doing that without having a 4 damage strike. It's one of those very big, important things that you need to have. That'll do, that'll do. Actually, the Squire does have a 4 damage strike, and I just rolled past it. Oops. Good work, Cultist. That's 10 mana for us right now. Let's take out this Gnoll first. Then this one will only take 3. Squire, you can try and rescue that Cultist. And then if I burst, I can save both the Brigand and the Squire. You're cornered now, Nolan Bandit. Mystic, please. You know what? You don't need to. Because we finally have the round that I should have used last round to finish all of this. There you go. Bandit dead. We got the overkill. Spell Invest. For 4 mana, gain 6 mana in the future. I do like that. There's also Wooden Bracelet. +1 to all sides with no keywords. Oh, man. I mean... It's not many items for us. Also, Invest, we seldom want to not use the mana immediately. We don't have, like, charge sides or anything like that. Investment's not going to be particularly good for us. Again, I'm going to take a random here. Patient. ×2 if you did not use this hero last turn. For those 3 sides. I'm going to give this relic now to the Thief. And I'm going to put ×2 on the Enduring side. The idea here being, if I push the Mystic too far and happen to miss, but, you know, 1 mana or 1 health isn't going to do anything for me that round, or I hit the X's, I'm possibly going to be able to heal 10 mana gain Enduring the next turn. Yes, the use case for this is so narrow. I'm exceedingly aware. But it seems okay. Mystic, you want to roll the right side? Or do you want to prove the value of the other effect? Yep, there we go. I'm not going to take that 1 mana. That's not enough for me, thank you. I need to get rid of these cores. 1, 2. Would I even be able to remove a third here? I mean, I'd be able to remove a third with a burst and cut if I use the Mystic's help. Nah. I'm gonna use Gaze. 1 usable dice remaining? Yes. That is fine. I don't want the Mystic to have taken an action that round. I have 5 rerolls to find the correct perfect side. Oh, Thief's on 1 health. They've got the relic going off. I honestly haven't thought about that the entire time. Oh my god. Mystic. Did you see the tease of the side? Oh, we missed it again. Mystic. Okay. Let's just start working our way through all of these core eggs. All right, Mystic, you can do it again because you still didn't hit a useful side there. Come on, Mystic, I know you can get it done. Please. Oh, we've got the optimal side to use it with as well. Everything is set up. The bases are loaded. Damn. Alright. Just gonna have to do damage against the core. Conduit, however. Replace the middle side with +2 mana gain. Or +2 mana. Duplicate. Hang on. Well, hang on then. So, can I... Because duplicate's a keyword! You see, duplicate is a fun thing called a keyword. And what that means is that I can use the urn to get that to propagate to my heal 5 mana gain enduring. Not patient. We'll have to put the duvet on someone else. However, the alternative here is charge link. Add charged and single use to the top and bottom sides. Now, this is valuable. Charged, we're generating a lot of mana. Charged is valuable. Bonus equal to your current mana, of course, but who would wield it? It's got to be conduit. And that goes there. So now, heal 5, duplicate mana gain enduring. Yeah, I'm ready for it. Who wants patient on their 3 right sides now? I guess the thief who occasionally rolls a blank? Good enough. You know, this does mean the Mystic can now never lock for any space that is not that 1. Pretty much everyone else just tries to have a good turn and looks towards the Mystic to see if it didn't matter. Oh gosh. Ooh, harsh low rolls here. Obviously, we're gonna look to keep the Mystic alive. That double burst will do it. Had to prevent the Cyclops from acting this round by stunning them, getting below half HP. Cultist, you can continue to reroll. You have a growth side. Oh, never mind. That's good enough. Oh, no, it doesn't matter, actually. That growth side doesn't help, because I have to trigger duplication first. Alright, well, everyone get a bunch of health, and everyone get a bunch of mana. Let's just burst this Cyclops to death first, and then this ogre to death next. And I think I can actually get the next ogre as well if I also use a cut at the very end. Mirror Mask or Brimstone. Replace all sides with the above hero's base sides. I don't know about that one in particular. Brimstone, though, triple the pips of the rightmost side. That is good enough to put on the Brigand here. I think we can let the fletching go in order to get a 9 damage self-shield side on the Brigand. Just something to aim for, you know, something to hit. No. Yep, that'll do. Alright, well, where's all this mana going this turn then? I should probably deal 1 damage to the basalt early on, though. Just to set up the chip. Yeah, all of the rest of those were completely safe to just push for a while, though. Alright. 1 damage to the basalt. Now everyone else, get a bunch of mana. Burst, 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 burst. Burst. We've got to get rid of the corpses, so I don't have to deal with them. We've got 2 of the chip values off the basalt done. You're also weakening our thief and cultist ridiculously at this point. Thankfully, it shouldn't ultimately matter too much. If this fight goes all as according to plan. I mean, there's the growth side, but I can't use it. Thief, you're not going to be used this round, so you can have extra damage for the next round. That's good at least. 3 damage, I'll save that from the Brigand just in case. Oof. Just in case a turn like this, we get absolutely nothing else. I'm gonna gaze again into the night sky and hope we get a better next turn. 6 damage on the thief, love to see it. Oh, never mind. Should I do the 6 damage first? I guess. Alright, 21 mana. You got 22 health, basalt. I could take you out, but it's probably a better idea right now just to take out Slate, then save the Mystic. Oh no! The Mystic has inflict death. If I wanted to, I could have everyone in my party die. Obviously not gonna do that. Come on, cultist. Come on, cultist. You can get the best. I mean, that's good enough for me. 4 damage. Starting to set up even more chip here. Burst, burst, burst. 1 off. Ah! We were so close. It was almost over. Again, everyone else has just basically set up their best turns, and now we wait to see if the Mystic invalidates all of that. Good work, Mystic. Burst and cut and cut and burst and burst and burst and burst. Goodbye, Slate. Hello, Gauntlet. +1 to all damage sides or Scorpion Tail. Add Weaken and Pain to the top and bottom sides. Weaken and Pain. Without that having a large number associated with it as well, I feel like it's not particularly impactful. +1 to all damage sides. I mean, I do need Longsword and Ornate and Brimstone, so like +1 to all damage sides is just +1 to all damage sides on the Thief. Let's take the random again. Chalice. 1 damage to the topmost enemy for each wasted point of healing you receive. Okay. Oh, sure. Yeah, no problem, buddy. We're only healing the Squire from now. Mystic, please. Mystic, please roll it. You have to. Mystic, it'll be so funny. Come on. Mystic. Please. It's fine. I guess we'll probably survive still, I hope. I say that with absolutely no surety. And in fact, the more I look at the situation, the more it looks less likely. Brigand, huge self-defense there. Everyone else, not so much. Oh no, I might have gotten way too greedy. This feels like it. This certainly feels like it. How do I save myself from this? Because it's the snipers that are killing all of my people on field right now. Like, I can save the Mystic that way. Which is good, but I would also want to save the Squire. Losing the cultist. Oh my god. If we lose the cultist, we actually can only win via the Mystic at this point. Oh boy! What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? Mystic, please! You have 5 rerolls to save my life. That'll help. Brigand, you've got enough good sides that you don't have to rely on that. Oh god. Oh god. Never mind, we're fine. Mystic heals the Squire, Squire heals the Squire, Brigand heals the Squire, Thief heals the Squire. It kills everyone. Burst and burst and... burst and burst and burst again. Thank heck. Oh, what is this? What is this? Goblet of Life. Replace the middle side with heal and shield 2. Cleave, self-heal, and self-shield. So now all of them can have self-heal and self-shield and cleave as well. The only problem is I have to give something up, and it might be the big heart. In which case we end up just with propagating heal and shield 2, cleave, self-heal, self-shield, mana gain, duplicate. So we get way less mana from it, which is actually the part that's potent because that's the damage. If we did it instead of conduit, it wouldn't duplicate. If we did it instead of earn, this wouldn't even work in the first place. So we need large value. We need the earn. This only works with 3 loot spaces. Oh, we can't take the Goblet of Life, I don't think. Although I suppose we could put it on someone else, like the Squire could just hold the Goblet of Life. It's completely fine. No problem with that. Boarhide braces for +2 to the top and the bottom. Honestly, not hugely impactful. Like, it's fine on the Squire, to be honest. Okay. Or I could go for a random tier 9, and tier 9s are spicy. Ooh, is that good on anyone? Oh, it's incredible on someone. Cultist. Double the pips on the left side. Now, I get to test something I wanted to test for so long, which is the Cultist. Pristine. Pristine is a keyword. It says ×2 if you have full HP. Helm of Power also says ×2. So we get a multiplicative on a multiplicative here? Like, if I'm on full HP, is this 16 mana on the Cultist? Although I can't get the Cultist to full mana. I forgot, that's just not possible. The Cultist can't get to full mana because, or rather to full health, because if I do that, I'm duplicating a side that then overwrites what the Cultist is going to do, so we actually don't get the value out of Pristine there. Is anyone holding something that like pristine would be way better than? Honestly, probably not. Bunch of fanatics and a troll? We're gonna want to roll high defense here. Never mind. I can go back and re-roll again if I need to, but let's try this. Yeah, it does a lot of damage, you see. Then we murder this fanatic just with a bunch of bursts. I'm so glad I revisited loot mode in 2.0 with the 3 item slots. This just would not have been possible otherwise. And it's so delicious. Delectably cheesy, one might say. Okay, I'm getting a little restless with these rolls right now. Let's reel that on in, buddy. Do need to focus on defensiveness if possible. Thankfully, I have the ability to do that, but... Whoop. There we go. Hang on. I should do this in the correct order as well. There we go. And keep both of those alive. Gaze, get an extra reroll for the next turn. Anything that gives the Mystic more chance of rolling that side. That'll all be good enough, even if the Mystic happens to fail in the mission. Capital T, capital M. It's one of those ones so important as to have earned that title. Silk Cape! Almost! Almost! Although... Eye of Horus, +1 to all sides. Silk Cape. Copy the middle, the left onto the middle row. I'm taking that. Also gonna take this off finally. And now... Wait, hang on. Hey, there we go. Now, all of the sides on the cultist are 8 mana. Sure, we lose our glowing egg, unfortunately, but I think this is worth it. Anything else? Heal and shield, mana gain. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, if we get a bunch of mana, these Hydras go down very easily. If we don't, oh no. They can be a huge never mind. That kills the top Hydra, and then the next target, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, what? 4, 5. 5 bursts kills the remainder. Hexia! No! Hexia! Like, give up! No. Okay. Mithril shields. Add cantrip to all shield / self-shield sites. God, is that incredible for anyone? Like, not really. Egg basket, change all sides. So you get +6 to the left, and then everything else becomes blank. So like, that could set up for the cultist, but the problem is I have to lose my blindfold or my helm of power. Well, I guess I could give my helm of power to someone else. That's what that unlocks, right? If I put the egg basket here and then Silk Cape after that would, I still end up with, 10 mana on all of those sides. So helm of power, would that be like really well served on anyone else at this point? Guess the thief wouldn't hate it. Yeah, let's give it that growth as well. Do you need patience? No, you need the 1 max HP, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Now, if everything goes ideally in this fight, we actually won't even need to use the mana. That's the absolute best possible. All right, let's just see. So heal the Squire, Squire heal. Oh boy, the Squire's self-heal actually does a huge amount of damage to Hexia. Sorry, to the Squire as well. Squire is taking damage this entire time, in fact. Yikes. Okay, let's see. I can kill Hexia right now with bursts, but I have to lose my Mystic and my Spellcaster. And then it's literally just the Thief and the Brigand versus this Imp. Honestly, this might be the best outcome I can have against Hexia right now. All I need is the Brigand to hit a damaging side, well, the Thief to hit a damaging side and the Brigand to hit a larger damaging side than 1. Yeah, like that'll do. Ta-da! We did it! We managed to beat Loot on easy mode. Hey, we saw, we saw. It was fair that I took it on easy mode because I was otherwise losing. Deep Pockets is a blessing that it looks like we are just getting by base as well. All heroes have +1 item slot max. That is not a 2-cost blessing. My gosh. The 2 extra rerolls obviously coming in ridiculous clutch here, allowing us to do everything that we did with the Mystic. That was a great fun time. For the moment, let me just say that my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slice and Dice. Playlist is up in the top left, YouTube recommendation down below, streaming pass on the names of the people so generally supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays that are above the thanked in. A special thanks this episode to David. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves and hopefully we'll see you all next time.